We are about to embark upon a series of strange and exciting, dangerous adventures. Adventures that will lead us to all parts of the world.
Hello and welcome to another Bad Comic Review. This time we are looking at Redcoat Issue 1. This is a 2024 series from Image Comics as part of their Ghost Machine imprint. Written by Geoff Johns with art by Bryan Hitch. Inks by Bryan Hitch and Andrew Currie. Brad Anderson did the colors. Rob Leigh letters. I have cover A by Bryan Hitch and Brad Anderson. And the editor was Brian Cunningham. So it's 1775. Paul Revere is running through the streets saying the Redcoats are coming. And he gets stopped, but he is saved by John Hancock, who uses magical fireflies, which really don't look like fireflies to me, but hey, what do I know? So that's when we find out that the Founding Fathers were using some sort of Native American witchcraft, as they call it in the book. And it's right after that that we're introduced to Simon Pure. He was a British Redcoat during the Revolutionary War, and he's also a raging coward. So while he was on the run, he accidentally stumbles upon some mystical, quasi-satanic looking sacrifice that the Founding Fathers were going to do for Ben Franklin to try and give him powers of some sort. Well, of course, Simon gets in the way and everything goes kind of crazy, and now he's immortal. So we watch him go through time as he continues to do the same sort of shenanigans. He's a scoundrel, liar, and thief, according to women of various eras, and it seems like he's incapable of not only holding a job down, but also changing his clothes. He constantly wears the red coat, despite the fact that right after the war, that'd have been a huge no-no. But he doesn't seem to be real smart. So by the end of the book, he is confronted again by some old enemies. Well, also making friends with a very young Albert Einstein, because of course there has to be a whole bunch of celebrities involved in this. We do know that he is still alive in the time of Geiger, so his immortality is kind of a moot point. He's going to stay alive through this entire series. Overall, I found the character pretty unlikable, and he's supposed to be sort of this lovable rogue type, but he doesn't really seem to have any positive traits. He just uses women, perpetually spends money that he doesn't really have, owes everybody money, and kills people. Seems to be the extent of his abilities, other than annoying people to death. So I found the character very unlikable, didn't really see any redeeming qualities to him, and he doesn't seem to evolve over time. So he is still a cowardly scoundrel throughout the eras, and that makes for some tiresome writing. I thought the premise was okay. It's a bit anti-American, making the Founding Fathers these borderline Satanists, and kind of insulting to the Freemasons, because there's some corrupted versions of their iconography in here. But I guess that's what Geoff Johns thinks of the Founding Fathers. I don't know. He doesn't seem to think very highly of Americans in general, from what I've seen, so this just looks like more of the same. It doesn't look like it's going to be particularly exciting. It's a character that can't die, so where's the sense of peril? If you have an immortal character, they should have some sort of flaw or weakness of some kind, but I don't see any of that here. He's just a straight up immortal that's never going to die. Since this character doesn't care about other people and uses them, and he's a giant jerk through the entire thing, where's the sense of peril? There's nobody he actually seems to love or care about, so why would he put himself in jeopardy, or why would they be in jeopardy and he be concerned about it? So I don't really know what the story hooks are going to be for a character that is this amoral. The art's really good overall, but I think I'll probably only pick up one or two more issues to see if it's going to get better. I'm really annoyed with the kid sidekick thing. That's kind of stupid, especially Albert Einstein. You couldn't pick somebody more obscure. I'm not impressed with this. I think it's probably the weakest of the Ghost Machine books so far, even though this one's sold out at my local comic shop and some of the other ones didn't. I thought Geiger was written way better than this, and even Rook Exodus, for all the flaws that I found in that one, I liked that one way better than this. I thought this was absolutely the weakest book so far from Ghost Machine, but it seems to be fairly popular for some reason. I just don't find the character particularly interesting or in any way likable. He's not even like a lovable scoundrel. He's just a jerk, and there's nothing really likable about him in here. So I think this one's going to be a big miss for me. So I'd recommend, if you're going to read it, get it cheap and read it out of the bargain bin. That's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for listening and supporting the channel. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss future reviews. If you'd like to help the channel out in other ways, links are in the description to various support methods. And as always, we hope to see you on the next one.